Mrs Ogbogu. Please can we all be upstanding and receive our next speaker as she comes to talk to us in the next 15 minutes. If you're not clapping, something is wrong somewhere.
Thank you very much. Remain blessed. Thank you all for celebrating me, and I celebrate you all too. PBOs. PBOs. Today I really didn't mean to talk long, but I have just discovered that since I joined PWAN, if you don't stop me, I can talk about PWAN from now till next week, Thursday, without stopping. My story is long, but it gives me joy each time I want to talk about myself and PWAN. Just give me a few seconds to sing this song to my God. You can join me if you know it. Brother Paul, they around? Somebody here can help. I never know he will honor me this way. I never know
he will honor me this way. I never know you will honor me this way. Honor me this way. Thank you, Jesus. I never know you will honor me this way. I never know you will honor me this way. I never know you will honor me this way. Honor me this way. Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you very much. Because, you know, it's difficult to tell the world that you don't know how to lie when you're living in the midst of a world that is full of lies. I joined PWAN, and I'm like that person PWAN picked up from the deepest of Ajegunle gutters, the original Ajegunle gutters. PWAN picked me up, bathed me, oiled me, greased me, perfumed me, and went to choose the best apparel for a princess and put it on me. When I joined PWAN, I didn't know God had real meaning of what he said. I'll give you life and life in abundance. I wasn't experiencing the abundance. I wasn't seeing the abundance on sight, but I keep reading it and I kept hearing it. He gives us life and life in abundance. I met my life in abundance on the faithful day the Lord called me into PWAN through my dearest guardian angel, known as my upline. My good news bringer. The good news of PWAN in my life was brought to me by my dearest upline, Chief Mrs. Chinwe Obioha. It was just this success summit that I realized I was the first person she registered in PWAN. She just joined. She didn't know anything because she's working. Till today, she's working. She's a teacher of a high rank in the Lagos State Ministry of Education. So she couldn't be coming out like that. And she heard about PWAN through Double Barrel himself, the Jagaban of PVs of PWAN, my Master General himself, Mr. Cyril Mary Obina Mba. Cyril Mary Obina Mba is one of the biggest fibrous roots of my life in PWAN that I cannot easily cut off. Because he brought this woman that brought me. And this woman that brought me didn't know anything. From a sincere heart, I told her, explain what is the business. She was simply telling me the company is called PWAN. I said, what about it? It's called PWAN. Explain. She said, don't bother about explaining. My spirit is telling me you will do very well in this business. Everything I'm asking her, her reply remained, my spirit is telling me you will do well in this business. I said, okay, tell me a little. This P1, what are they into? She said, it's all about real estate. Real estate where? Bawo, where is it? How do they do it? Which one? Is it the land or the house? She said, I don't know yet. The sincerity of her heart. Meanwhile, all this while, I didn't know I was the first person she was recruiting. She was as virgin as myself. And I told her, allow me to go home, think about it. Allow me to pray over. I said, pray over what? Pray over what? What do you want to think about? She grabbed my bag, took my money, filled the form, I said, just look at me. She used her phone, fiam. She now said, it's remaining. Wait. This money is not enough. Give me another 500. Before I could look at her, she has already taken 500. Ms. Amba, please go and help me regularize her registration. Make sure her name goes into the system. Use this 500 naira. Go and do personalized registration form for her. I didn't know what to do. She now said, okay, if you want to know more, call Mr. Amba. That was how I joined P1, November 2017. Thank you for that clap. I appreciate. So I went home. I didn't study anything real estate, but I know that after my youth service, I worked in a real estate firm at Kodoso, Ikeja. And the kind of real estate job we were doing, though a little bit different from what P1 is doing. We were publishing real estate magazines, and I was in charge of going to our clients for their, that one then they draw for board. Not even adverts, building plan, all those survey and all those things. So that time I was also new in Lagos, and they would send me to where they call Abeson. I don't know whether I recognize that place again today. But then I used to go as directed by my boss. Within 1 year I worked there. I got a gift, eternal gift that I will never forget till I die. Even when I die, I will not forget. My MD gave me 2 plots of land. Because our company went to buy land at Alagbado, where the AIT is today. And the way they were buying the land then, you throw stone. Where you reach, you throw stone. Where my oga kept throwing stone and gathering the lands. And then when he finished everything, he called me and said, you see, 2 plots of this land is yours. You're a very good child, and I've told my wife we will adopt you as our daughter. And they went on, printed their letterhead in paper, added my name as one of their directors. At this level, I don't understand anything. Everything he was talking was like this. My friends, my classmates, my roommates, we all met again in Lagos, and we jam body. As I come to share my testimony that, I have 2 plots of land, oh, my oga gave me 2 plots. You want to die. He wants to kill you. Yoruba people will kill you. Manile will kill you. Every day, all I hear is, they will kill you, they will kill you, they will kill you. I now told them that, I have told my oga that I will do the name of that land in my senior brother's name. Since I'm a woman, I should do it in my senior brother's name. The thing wasn't easy for me till we started quarreling over it. And I'm the one taking care of all of them. Because from that place, I got a job in a finance company Africa Transatlantic Finance Company at Allen. They said after 6 months, you know all those rituals, you'll be confirmed. Unfortunately, I worked for 3 months and the bank took me. I left. My land was still following me. You can say it's your own. You don't leave me, but it's your own. You can come anytime. The whole of my life was going into real estate, but I couldn't ask much question. And working in the bank, I was the only one in my branch that got 2 honors of promotion in the same day. I was confirmed a banking officer BO, and I was confirmed senior banking officer the same day. So, you know, when it's running too fast like this, don't clap for me. Be careful. Because broad is the road that leads to death, but narrow is the one that leads to the right place. I was just running like something was pursuing me. And at the end of the day, this handsome man that I couldn't resist came and married me. He didn't give me any terms and conditions. We were just paparazzing and living our life. We finished the wedding that Saturday. Early morning of Saturday morning where we were, she said, one thing you have to do for me is you have to leave this banking job. I don't like it. He started giving 2 million reasons, especially this marketing. I don't like it. One. We march together. 2 people. Obi is a boy and that is a girl. We work out. We go drop resignation letter for my office. And that was how that career ended. I didn't know there is something they call suffering. I never tested it. I must not lie. I didn't know there was anything suffering to that level. Though as a young lady working in the bank, at times before salary comes, the money has finished. And I have always lived my life a one-woman soldier squad. When there is nothing, when my younger ones have decided to take everything, I will go and bleach my red oil or my groundnut oil. Bleach it very well, put little salt. Filter it inside my cream container. I don't rub cream. No perfume. I'll go and buy those baby powders that smell so fine. Put it, rub on my face a little. So as I'm passing, you will not know it's red oil or groundnut oil, and you will not know I don't have perfume. Until the Lord made way. My customers, the ones that were producing those, you know, there's a perfume they call Ido perfume, toilet perfume. They would dash me perfume. And I started getting perfume. From there, I left the job. Said on the condition that when I finish making his children, when I know I'm done with making of children, and the last one can say, Mommy, my head is paining me, that I'm free to go anywhere I want to go in the world. I looked at this condition, I said, if it is this one, no problem now. No be to born children, make them grow. God, answer his prayer, bring children. But luckily for him, God blessed us with the children. They came the way we wanted it. And when the little one was able to call Mommy and say, Mommy, I did this, I say, your pikin don't dey talk. I need to move my life. We had an agreement. He said, you're free, but remember you have children. I said, thank you. I started my business. I tried everything. But to live that corporate life that I left so early was not easy. I couldn't be able to gather money to hold the way I used to. I couldn't support my younger ones anymore. I couldn't support my parents. I couldn't do the things I used to do. And he would tell me, don't bother. There is time for everything. I said, you said you pay me whatever the bank is. You're paying me, but now you're paying me is not enough like that time. I need to have my own. No discussion. I started my business without telling him. Right inside his house, I wasn't going out. I started importing and shipping red oil, granite oil, packing it at the backyard, covering it with tarpaulin. People from Mushi, people from Ogbogu, different market, or they will come and carry it until one day he caught me. These kegs all at the backyard, who owned them? I said, sorry, it's mine. How did you get them? I said, that's the oil I told you. I asked my mama to process and bring for me. That's what Uchenna came with. And why did I not know about it? I said, is it everything you must know? If you have not known everything you want to know about me by now, maybe you have to go and ask person and pay another dowry to convince yourself that you are marrying me. And we were going on very well. Until first baby, second baby, the third one, the pains were increasing. I will not forget the day I had to go and borrow 2,500 to make food for my family. I will not forget it. But I kept managing. I had to open a restaurant. From opening restaurant, it was not enough. You know, if the soup they have cooked and given you and served you on a very good dish on a table is not enough, it's not the one by the side of the pot that will be enough. It's better they give it to you on that dish. Enough, and executively you enjoy it. Once it don't turn to kocha, it will never be enough. So at the end of the day, I kept struggling despite the restaurant. I'll go and buy stockfish head. I'll go and buy dry fish. I'll go and buy crayfish. There's nobody that knows me very well that do not know that I sell fish. And P1 nearly made me forget about it. But I told myself, standing on the mirror, I say, it's a sin to forget my little beginning. If I cannot sell fish, I use it to make good gifts. I use it to support as many as I can. Because I pass through a lane that I know people are passing through and they are covering it in pretense. And they can never cover it. Because I was not able to cover it until P1 came. So the woman gave me a ride on Okota Road from Access Bank. I wanted to stop at my bus stop. She said, no, I should hold on. She wants to take some money from the bank, Sky Bank then, and pay her workers. She would take me home. I said, I wanted to go to the market. She said, relax. I didn't know she had her program. So it was when she came in and I now wanted to go down, she hijacked my hand on the hand gear of, I said, you're hurting me. She said, sorry, because I don't want you to go. It's this business I want to tell you. So we transacted like I've told you, forcefully or anyhow, divinely, I found myself in P1 Group. And not knowing much, I now told Mr. Mba, how do they do it? Where do we do it? Where do we start? Mr. Mba now told me we have a center for training on our roundabout, Okota roundabout, at JBF Plaza. I got home, I prayed. I looked at the flyers that I had. I said, no, I don't want to do training for this Okota. Poverty has already known me, know my name, know my address, know my bedroom. I go to this Okota. This poverty will block me before I reach there. I feel it's better for me to be going to head office. Since my upline told me that everything poverty, P1 takes care of it, that I will not hear about it again. Explain P1. She was busy explaining how excellent I'm going to be in the business. So that was how I started tracing myself to P1. I was coming to this place for my training. I didn't know road much. I used my flyer, traced this place. Come at times they will go and stop me at Ibejuleki because I will say I'm stopping at Akodo. Instead of saying Okado, I'll be saying Akodo. So when I will get, I say, I say you've passed where I'm going. I'm going to P1. Akodo, last two bus stop. It don't be Akodo. Where this one will shout. So what do I do now? They will stop me. Some drivers will be kind. They will stop me and stop another vehicle coming towards Aja. They will bring me and they will stop me here. I missed my way more than 3 times before I had my own landmark to know when I have reached here. And by the grace of God, I used that plan on all other affiliates. P1H, we came here, I told Mr. Mba, please take me to P1H. Mr. Mba was doing his normal chieftaincy title thing. You go like this, go like that. I said, okay, I'm coming, I want to be there. I looked at the address, carried my flyer. Out there, Ogbeni, Ogbeni. They say, where is Ogbeni? Terra Annex. When we got there, they said, now here be Terra Annex. Where is it? They said, the filling station be that. I stopped, looking, I saw Ogbeni, I entered, I started walking in. I got there, I was comfortable. You know, when the presence of God, you feel it around you, you will know He's with you. Because as I was doing all those things, I was bleeding in my heart, crying. I was crying. I was asking God, why did you make me go to school when you know that the school will not help me? Why did you make my parents suffer so much for me to go? All these certificates where I get, of what essence are they? Professional certificates, schools, I said, why? But I didn't know. I patiently walked with the Lord. I was not lazy over my registration in P1. Mr. Mbatu, if you want to be lazy, he will not give you the chance. Even if you're sleeping with your guy, he will be calling you with him. Hey, you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to go there, you have to talk, back. At a stage, I gave it to him small, just small injection. What is your problem? You're not my upline, by the way. What is your business? Can't you allow me rest? He said, it's not like that, I want you to do well. I said, I know you want me to do it, but if you're doing, you take it easy. So he said, okay, we will reconcile again. It won't reach 2 hours. I will call him again. Do you have the flyer to P1 Premium? He said, yes. I need it. He will give me. I use flyer, trace P1 Premium. That's how I traced all the affiliates that are close to me. Because I was going to training from one affiliate to the other. But my major center for training was the head office here. So when I registered, I came for training. Dr. Mike Akwete will always be shouting, it's 5 by 5. You just have to get your 5. Once you get your 5, that is all you need for life. Just get 5. And he will be talking it without his suit. And you know, he used to look very handsome that time. You understand? He was younger, with all the energy in him. He was explaining the network and everything. I wrote on my diary, my notebook, I said, just get 5. And that's the end of the problem. I got home, I prayed, and that day I registered. The next day I went to my friend at Bega. I told her everything. That day, she gave me 37,650 to register her that she's joining me. She wants to be number 1. I took her. The next day, I ran to Madam Chinweduru place. Said, Chichi, say yes. Do you know why I'm here? I have discovered where they are parking the money. Do you know these people that have money that are driving big motor? I said it in Igbo. She's here, you can ask her. I said, no, do sleeping. You wake up. No more problem. I don't reach Miri head office. I don't see him. I want you to collaborate with me. Only me cannot carry the money. The money is big, but they told us you need to bring people that will join you to be able to carry. Not sharing, everybody they get in own. But when I go join hand, carry the money. And I explained everything to her. She said, okay, auntie, I've heard. I waited, I didn't hear anything. And you know, that time is not like now. My phone then was this Akbaza 3310. Nokia. At times, no money to put recharge card. Now, Olonje now. When he reach, I went again. My small children, they will run out. My mommy said we should tell you she's not around. My mommy said we should tell you. I said, where is your mommy? Say, he's inside the room. I said, God, thank you. Oh, she told you to tell me she's not around. They say, yes. And where is she? She's in the room. As I'm walking to the room, they will run and pass me. Mommy. And think I say, basket is here. That portfolio that P1 gives us that time, there is a bag P1 normally gives us when we register. I had two. Mr. Mba already has taught me with my upline. I should always not squeeze my flyer. I should not bend it. I should line it up straight like that. Then I should put my registration forms on this one, put everything, including stapler to staple their passports and payments, everything. They taught me. They gave me a good foundation. May God bless them. So I was always carrying my bag. And the children kept seeing me coming there with those bags, and they call the bags baskets. And the only way they can describe me for their mommy to know I'm the one coming is Auntie God basket. They are my children. They were all born inside my hands. So whatever they do pleased me. So that's how I started the journey. Within 5 days of 7 days in a week, I've already gotten my 5. Surprisingly, they were paying 6,000 per registration. And I will spend, as Olonje, 4 o'clock you are awake. You have to plan, you have to go to markets, you have to come back early so that you will cook early for breakfast for 1 hour till it is 11 p.m. You have to spend money to buy fuel, to run generator, to chill your pure water, tuture and all that. Yet, it's not enough. So, to the glory of God, I said, if they are paying me 6,000 for one person, indeed, God, is this the way you answer prayer? I now, on my own, said, Dr. Kwete is really a good person. Say, I have gotten 5, but I think I need to be getting 5, more 5. I now calculated, if I can get 5 people in a week, it's 25,000. If I can get 10 people in a month, it's 60,000. I said, oh, going now. I said it's going to head office, they will cure the poverty. Now they are giving me big bag of drip that will flush it out. And that's how, knowingly or unknowingly, I embraced recruitment. So while recruiting people, P1 used to give us vouchers then. I noticed that I was winning a lot of vouchers. Do you know what it means? When you have food, the table you eat on is no longer there. Even the ground where you keep it is no longer there. God forbid poverty. Have they given you and your spouse quit notice? Quit notice without notice. Have you experienced that before? And no hope. Where will you get house and which money will you use and pay? With tiny children. You run to the school, please, sir, don't send them away. We will pay. I said, is this the leg? Cow go take from Sokoto, reach Jos, come on a shot. I jump and pass, so I no go fit do this one. But I was doing it because I had no choice until P1 came. Each time they give me voucher. Madam Chinwe, that is manager at Enugu now, was in charge of our resource center. And you can imagine when we want to eat in the morning, everybody one sardine. Hey, warmer. Because P1 was feeding us. If my children are going back to school, my vouchers will buy provision for everybody. And the one we will use in the house. I said, this recruitment they are calling, this is excellent though. He says, can come whenever he likes, Charlie. not knowing seriously what I was doing, I was targeting all those promos. When they now said, recruit consultant, 5, and you get voucher. Any day I'm coming to the office, everybody gets angry because I dey calculate my money. 3,000 if you recruit 5 consultants. So I will recruit like 30 and pack the 30 forms and come to the office. Unknown to me, I'll go to Akwete's table, his chair rolls. I'll go and sit on that chair and be rolling myself so that the AC can blow me. It's not easy coming all the way from Okota, transport, Molu, everything I enter, they come. So they will give me a voucher. I will go there. At times, one day, the things the voucher bought was too plenty. I wanted to cross the road, the back caught. The security men all came out, and that was how I recognized them, one after the other, and the network began. They became my friends. I said, hey, I don't get friends for head office. They packed everything, went and find bag, crossed me, stopped keke, put me inside there. I go Aja. I had to discover different routes of coming to this head office and going back. Either I enter Siena, straight to Joelegba, and then to my house, or I go through Oshodi. I discovered all the routes just for this PWAN. Come January 4, after that November I registered, all these things are happening between that November and December. January 4, my first partner made sales. And my first alert came January 4, 2018. I've never seen that kind of money for a very long. Even bank didn't pay me that. I said, is this what my upline is talking about? I said, wow. That's how PWAN delivered me from poverty till today. Poverty fears me. When poverty hears my name, he has to fly to hide. Amen. So from that day, sincerely, everything changed. I now continued with my recruitment. When I realized that somebody I registered can give me this kind of money. Before I know it, second person started. Before I know it, third person started. That same 2019, the Lord surprised me. First time I was having the money they call 1 million as my own, 1 point something million into my account. And the drama was that this money came, it could not drop in my account. I was so scared. I said maybe it's 419 people. I was very, very scared because 419 was strong that time. So I had to go to my bank. They said, oh, you know those ladies? Okay, ma, oh, you're working with real estate. You have to upgrade your limits. You have to do that. You have to do that. Poverty has already washed my head. I worked in the bank. I didn't know anything again. I said, okay, if that is the situation, okay, Ngwano, upgrade. I was still trying to convince myself that it's not 419. She finished. The money landed. She said, Mommy, it has dropped. We need to also increase your limits every day for this kind of work you're doing. Money will be coming into your account so that you won't be coming here for upgrade every day. I look like this, whether it's me. My dear, is Nami be this? Yes, is Nami be this. So by the grace of God, yes, by the grace of God, I now went on. 2019, from that 2018, I became manager. Becoming manager, that was October Success Summit 2019. I became manager. March 6, 2020, I opened my center, Divine Grace Center. I was now pursuing both sales, pursuing recruitment, but the first thing in my mind always was recruitment. Recruitment means duplication, multiplication, increase, whatever, no subtraction. Because I came to an understanding that in P1 there is no subtraction, there's no remover. Everything about it is in. So, and that was how the Lord did it. The center started, I now started facing my sales. And to the glory of God, at least the sales he gives me is good enough to manage me and my intentions. I kept moving on from 2019 till 2023. This same September 12, and the Lord made name for himself. I became senior manager. To close, if you're doing P1, you must be very, very intentional. You must mean it. You must come with clean hands, clean hearts. You must call it something. Because if you call your dog Bobo Ekuke, that's what it will be. But if you call your dog Jack, Captain, your dog will be Captain. It's what you call your P1, that is what it will be. You cannot be a PBO and you're not moving the ladders. Something is wrong. That was what was encouraging me to be going on. And today I can tell you, my saying yes to P1 is the biggest bridge I crossed to overcome poverty. I don't go alone. Anywhere I'm going, I try to carry my success lines, my team members. If I'm learning, I want them to learn. Then when we go home, we sit on a round table to discuss whatever they've told us. I have lived my life with togetherness. I love them. And I discovered that they love me more than I love them. For you to grow, recruitment, mentorship, you have to learn to sow seed. For the gift of a good man, make it way for him. If you're selfish, you will not grow. If you're stingy, you will not grow. If you're stingy, don't go and recruit a good person. Recruit your fellow stingy man. If you're selfish, recruit your fellow selfish person. But if you want to be an astute PBO, stand firm. The largest transformer in the whole world is P1 Group. And the biggest refinery in the world is P1 Group, established by a woman like myself, the Oracle One of P1. Mama Africa, Adadioramma, one head, yet she said yes to the vision of God. And she's making it, turning my life like this. No darling. God bless you. Thank you.
If you are sitting down to clap for her, something is wrong.